Hello everyone, I have our monthly Costco haul here. I just shared our Azure haul not that long ago. Azure does make up most of our grocery budget, but we do still shop at Costco and then we get our milk from another local store. So let me show you the kinds of things we pick up at Costco. We do try to shop minimally processed foods, so we do have some snacky type things here, but we do try to keep it on the healthier side of things. All right, my kids are so excited. I refuse to buy strawberries when they are not in season, and they are coming back in season, so we have some fresh strawberries. We do usually have frozen in the freezer, but you know, these are different. And then kiwi. We didn't get any fruit at Azure this month, so I got lots of fruit at Costco, the cuties, the cantaloupes, and then over here we've got bananas and pineapple. My son loves these sausages. These make his favorite pasta meal. We just do it with some olive oil, garlic, Parmesan, parsley, that sort of thing. And I only buy these when they go on sale. So they were $4.50 off per pack. So they came out to about $12 a pack for grass-fed sausage. I think that's a pretty good deal. We make our own macaroni most of the time, but we have some busy days coming up and my husband will be alone with our two youngest kids. And so we are going to have this on our shelf just in case. And it'll be nice to have some of these around for other times too. We won't eat this all this month. I am definitely in my snack era. I feel like we go through so many snacks and I'm always filling our bucket back up. We have this like a snack bucket basically, and the kids can just reach in and grab something. So these are the fruit rolls. This is the first time I bought this. I felt like it was a pretty good price at Costco, but I've heard that they're very small, and so that kind of makes them not worth it, but we're gonna give them a shot. I think it was 12 or 13 for this box, and it said there were 48 servings, I think. Oh, that's tricky. It says 48 rolls, but there's 2 rolls in a pack, so it's 24 snacks. So 24 snacks for $12 or $13. I don't know, is that worth it? I don't think it sounds terrible. We also really like these. I think these might actually be more expensive when you consider how many you get, but they're good. And then our son really likes these in the morning when he wakes up. He's 1, so he loves having a pouch first thing in the morning with some water. A friend suggested these, and our 1-year-old likes them. I just gave him some, but they're yogurt smoothie melts, and I thought they were going to be dairy, but they're not. They're actually it's coconut milk, which is fine. We're not dairy free at all. I guess it's a good exposure for him to have some coconut in his system. But in case you see these and think they're dairy, they are not. They're coconut. Okay, I impulse bought cucumbers. I guess there are worse things to buy. I just want to eat some fresh cucumbers, and these are organic. I don't know that I've seen organic hothouse cucumbers, but that was exciting. Although I really don't love all this plastic, but oh well. These are staples. Every time we use one of these, it goes on the grocery list. We have a bigger stash downstairs, and so those get pulled forward, this gets put in back, and we just keep cycling through, and that way we have this somewhat built up. We use maple syrup for so many things to sweeten, and then we really like this peanut butter. It's separated a little bit because it's a more natural peanut butter, but if you store it upside down, which I totally forgot to do in one of my hauls, but we do this when we bring a jar up, we do put it upside down in our pantry. A friend taught us that a while ago, and I think a viewer mentioned that on my last pantry tour, that if you store these upside down, it'll mix the oil and then you won't have a big mess when you open your jar. Coconut oil, I feel like we don't eat this very much, but we do make some cosmetic type things with coconut oil, so it's just a good thing to have around. And then eggs, we go through a ridiculous amount of eggs every month. Ideally, I would be buying pasture, organic, local eggs, but budget constraints, you know, we are still very blessed that we have an abundant egg supply and it's organic. So you just kind of got to work with what you got. Here are chips. We always keep chips around. This makes a really quick lunch type snack after church. We do cheesy chips or loaded nachos or something like that. And then we also make a taco bake and some other things that it's good to crumple chips in. You know, if you ever make like a chicken tortilla soup or something, we don't bother with the little tortilla strips. We just put tortilla chips in there and that works just fine. I have never tried these before. I was really bummed because they don't seem to be carrying the Annie's, what is it, like the Annie's Cheeto Puff type things anymore, and my kids love those. It's kind of a junky snack, but it's a better junky snack, if you will. And yeah, I just haven't seen them in months, so I got these for them and my husband to try. We always pick up a big thing of spring mix. We rarely are able to eat through this whole thing in time, but it's so much cheaper. I think the same thing in our local grocery store is like $6.99, and this is $4.99. So we just always get one. And apples. I was buying apples from Azure. I usually get a big case of them, but we noticed that they were starting to get a little bit mealy as we have gone through winter. So I don't know why these ones are better. I guess that's a little concerning. I don't love getting organic produce from Costco because they do use a peel on it, which is like a spray, and Azure does not use that. So maybe that's the difference. But oh well, we'll be okay. We're gonna wash these really well and it'll do. Down here we have the boring stuff: cat litter, baby wipes, and then this is vinegar. I've never seen it in this 3-pack before. I really just wanted one, but this was like 6 something for these 3 jars, so this works just fine. And then the last thing we picked up today was this vacuum. We have been in the market for a vacuum for quite a while. We go back and forth between wanting an investment piece, and then the investment piece doesn't last, and so then we're like, well, we should just buy cheap vacuums. So we did cheap vacuums for a couple years. You know, they only last a year tops, and we desperately need a new vacuum. So we are going to try this one out. I'm not sure. What do you think, Zara? Good? You think this one's going to last? Yeah. Well, I sure hope so. Anyway, and that's our Costco haul. I will post totals. I'm going to put totals in the description box. My video editor is kind of weird, so I'll put the totals down there, and I'll break it up between food and other items, and I'll take the vacuum out because that's really not part of our grocery budget. So I have a little girl begging for strawberries, and I'm going to give her some. I will talk to you guys later, and have a great week. Bye.